Eleanor Swann showed up at Peter Howell's Ball Hopper in the early 1970s, and there began one of the great senior runs in Georgia women's history.
1971, I believe, Eleanor was in her 40s and never played tennis before. I stuck her first racket in her hand, and she picked up the game of tennis. She really liked it. And lo and behold, in 10 years or so, she won, she got to the finals of the National Clay Court 55 women's doubles and got a silver ball.
From there, she reached a #1 state ranking 15 times and won 13 Southern Championships. She was playing #1 for her Alta A3 team at age 70.
Some of her matches out there as a 60 or 70-year-old playing some young whippersnapper out of an apartment complex, thinking they've got this match won easily, and only to proceed to lose badly to Eleanor with her incredible strategic play.
But for all of her tennis excellence, Eleanor Swann made her biggest mark off the court.
She was probably the most preeminent, nicest tournament director that we have had in Georgia in a long time.
Great in running tournaments, unflappable. No matter how many people try to enter 6 events in 1 week, rain delays, etc. I had a nice game. Got along with anybody and everybody, from the nicest people to the most difficult ones, and you could just always count on her to be cheerful and capable.
Swann directed all the big tournaments, particularly wheelchair events, and she was beloved by all.
And she just ran a lot of tournaments. She ran the City Open back in the 1980s at Betsy Grant Tennis Center, and it was a big tournament back then, and everyone in town played it because she was so hospitable and made the tournament so much fun, and it was just really a wonderful tournament to play, and I really appreciate her being such a good matriarch for the game.
Eleanor always had a smile. She was always just a very down-to-earth person, and would help you any way she could if you had a problem in the tournament. And I remember that about her the most. She was just a very, very classy lady.
Her baby of tournaments was the wheelchair tournament, which she did for many, many years and ran it very, very well. And the participants loved Eleanor. And she just made it go smoothly, and was really an instigator in making it such a popular tournament.
She was the right person at the right time as amateur tennis hit its heyday.
Occasionally I would travel somewhere and people would tell me, man, I went to a tournament at Betsy Grant and it was just terrible. The courts weren't that nice, it wasn't run well, etc. And it kind of made me feel bad for Atlanta to have that kind of a reputation. Along comes Eleanor Swann, and things changed drastically. Eleanor was just so wonderful as a tournament director. And she was organized well, she was efficient, she was accommodating, and everything you'd want a director to be. And soon the whole aspect of the reputation for Atlanta tournaments changed, and I give Eleanor Swann complete credit for doing that.
She's won nearly every service title that the USTA offers, because for Eleanor Swann, the mission was clear.
Her mantra was, the tournament is for the players, and she made sure that the players enjoyed playing in the tournament.
Eleanor Swann is a worthy member of the Georgia Tennis Hall of Fame.